Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the secrets hidden in plain sight within corporate filings. Perhaps the most unusual item we will discuss today is a purchase of digital assets that might make Grandma scratch her head. Today we are diving into a Form 8. K filing from CIMG incorporated an interesting document that details some pretty significant business moves, especially for a company that has been relatively quiet lately. Stick around because we are about to decode what this really means for CIMG Inc. and its shareholders. Before we dive in, if you are new here, welcome and consider subscribing. We break down these dense corporate reports into plain English so you know exactly what is happening behind the curtain. And if you want to chat with us and the community about these dives, join our Discord server. The link is in the description below. Alright, so this is a current report on Form 8. Think of this like a special bulletin from a company telling investors about really important events that happened outside of their regular financial reporting. It is not a quarterly or annual report, but something more immediate. The company we are looking at is CIMG Incorporated. Their ticker symbol is IMG and they are traded on the NASDAQ. They are a corporation incorporated in Nevada. Now let us get to the juicy part. On the 20th of October 2025, Sims, wholly owned subsidiary CIMG Pte. Limited entered into a Bitcoin purchase agreement. Yes, you heard that right, Bitcoin. They agreed to buy 230 Bitcoin. Now, determining the exact price of Bitcoin while the deal was being made was a bit like catching a falling knife. It was based on market prices over a 30-day period. The estimated total cost was about 24.61 million US dollars. The payment was made in installments and the seller had to deliver the Bitcoin within 20 days after full payment. This just shows how companies are increasingly looking at digital assets, not just as speculative investments, but as part of their treasury strategy. And then on the 12th of December 2025, they actually completed this purchase. So CIMG now holds 230 more Bitcoin, bringing their total holdings to 730 Bitcoin. This is a significant move for any company and it signals a clear strategy to diversify its assets into digital currencies. With Bitcoin prices always on the move, this also increases their asset volatility, but that is not all. On the very same day, the 12th of December 2025, SIM, through another subsidiary Zhongyan Shangyue Technology Company, Limited, into a big contract with China Merchants Bank Company, Limited, also known as CMB. This contract is for supplying it equipment, specifically computing power and server equipment like CPU and GPU servers. It also includes installation, warranty, and maintenance. The total value of this contract is huge, approximately 752.2 million renminbi, which is about 106.5 million US dollars. This is a massive deal and really shows that CIMG is diversifying its business beyond just its core tech operations, likely positioning itself as a major supplier in the IT infrastructure space, especially for large financial institutions. The final amount will depend on what CMB actually needs and accepts. Zhongyan Shangyue needs to deliver this equipment within 30 working days and provide a 60-month warranty after acceptance. CMB will pay within 60 working days after accepting the products and getting the proper invoice. This kind of long-term supply contract with a major bank is a really strong indicator of stable future revenue for CIM. The company also put out a few press releases to announce these things. One on the 17th of December 2025 about acquiring the Bitcoin, another on the 15th of December 2025 about the big China Merchants Bank contract, and one on the 8th of December 2025 about smaller sales contracts totaling about 1.78 million US dollars for computing power products. These press releases are basically their way of making sure all investors get the same important news at the same time, which is what Regulation FD is all about. In terms of exhibits, the filing includes the actual Bitcoin purchase agreement and the IT equipment procurement framework contract. These are the detailed legal documents that lay out all the terms and conditions. And like all these reports, it is signed off by an executive here. It is signed by Zhenshuang Wang, the Chief Executive Officer, on the 17th of December 2025. So let us analyze this. CIMG Inc. is making some bold moves. The acquisition of a significant amount of Bitcoin signals a belief in digital assets as a store of value or a strategic reserve. This is a calculated risk and it means their financial health will now be tied not only to their operational performance but also to the volatile cryptocurrency market. On the other hand, the massive contract with China Merchants Bank is a fantastic revenue driver. It shows they are securing substantial business with a reputable institution which can provide significant financial stability. The company's direction seems to be a dual approach, diversifying into digital assets while also solidifying its position as a key infrastructure provider. The risks are evident. The volatility of Bitcoin is a major concern, and any large tech contract carries execution risks, despite the assurances in the contract. However, the opportunities are also significant. The potential appreciation of Bitcoin could boost their balance sheet, while the CMB contract offers predictable income. Overall, CIMG Inc. appears to be actively reshaping its business strategy. They are not afraid to embrace new technologies and secure large strategic contracts. We will be watching closely how they manage the inherent risks of digital asset ownership alongside the operational demands of major supply agreements. Alright, that is our breakdown of CIMG Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on these decisions, especially the Bitcoin acquisition and the massive bank contract? Are you bullish or bearish on CIM's strategy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, hit that like button. It really helps us out, and make sure to subscribe so you do not miss our future deep dives. And of course, if you want to connect with us and other viewers, join our Discord community linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next episode of Corporate Decoder.